Good day world and hello Africa, welcome to Reconcile African Affairs Conference, where we bring together diverse voices from across Africa to explore the complex and beautiful tapestry of our cultures, histories, and identities. I'm your host, Sean Mombo from Zimbabwe and media influencer and podcaster, and in each episode we dive deep into conversations that matter, exploring everything from ethnic identity and language preservation to social change and the Pan-African future. Today, we are talking about something that lies at the very core of who we are, Colors of Ethnicity episode for the language of ethnicity, how language defines and preserves ethnic identity. We've gathered a unique group of individuals from across the African continent to discuss how their languages are key to maintaining and strengthening their ethnic identities. Let's meet our guests. Let's start with a warm welcome to all of our guests today. We have 6 incredible individuals joining us from Botswana, Zambia, Namibia, Kenya, Niger, and Swaziland. Welcome, everyone.
Hello, my name is Dlamini from Swaziland. Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be here. In Swaziland, we speak Isiswati, and it is so much more than just a language. It's a way to connect with our history, our traditions, and our ancestors. It's part of who we are as Swazi people.
Hello my African mates, ahoy, my name is Kwame from Kenya. Indeed, yes, I can relate to that. Dlamini, in Kenya, there are so many languages, Swahili, Kikuyu, Maasai, and many more, and each one is deeply tied to our culture. Swahili, in particular, has played a huge role in uniting different ethnic groups across Kenya, but it's also important to preserve our indigenous languages to maintain the richness of our individual identities.
Hello Africa, in Niger, my name is Dahiru from Niger. We speak many languages, including Zarma, Hausa, and Tuareg. I believe that language isn't just a communication tool, it is the essence of how we see the world. For example, in Zarma, we have certain words that express concepts that can't be easily translated into other languages. It's how we tell our stories, pass down wisdom, and share our values. Without our language, we lose a vital part of ourselves.
Hello everyone, my name is Larato. Indeed, absolutely, I agree with Dahiru. In Botswana, we speak Setswana, and it's not just a language, it's a part of our daily lives. From traditional songs and ceremonies to how we greet and treat each other, Setswana reflects the spirit of our community. It's also essential for us to teach our children the language so they can understand who they are, their roots, and the importance of community.
Good day, my name is Chipo from Zambia. We have over 70 languages, and Bemba, Nyanja, and Tonga are just a few. Growing up, I spoke Bemba at home, and it's a language that carries so much of our family history, values, and traditions. There's something powerful about hearing our elders speak Bemba. It's as though their stories come alive in that language. It's how we stay connected to the past and ensure that our culture survives.
For us in Namibia, language is incredibly important. We speak Atjihararo, Nama, and Afrikaans, and each language carries its own history and experience. Atjihararo, for instance, is not only a language but a way to maintain our dignity, especially after the oppression we experienced during colonization. Language has been a tool of resilience for many of us, helping to preserve our identity through difficult times.
Personally, from me, Sean Mombo, reflecting on the contributions, it's incredible how each of you shares a deep connection between your language and your identity. It's clear that language is not just a tool for communication, it's a keeper of culture, history, and community. Now, I'd love to explore how language connects to cultural preservation. With globalization and the dominance of languages like English, French, and Arabic, what challenges do you think your communities face in keeping their native languages alive?
It's a similar challenge in Kenya. Swahili is widely spoken, and it's a unifying language across the country. But there's a growing trend where many young Kenyans, especially in urban areas, don't speak their mother tongues anymore. In some cases, they even struggle to communicate in their ethnic languages. If we lose this connection, we risk losing a vital part of our identity.
In Niger, it's the same struggle. With the influence of French as the official language, many younger people prioritize learning French over their indigenous languages. But it's critical that we create spaces, whether in schools or in the media, where our languages are valued and spoken regularly. It's a tough fight, but we have to make our languages cool again. In Botswana, we are starting to see the importance of reviving our languages through music, literature, and social media. We need to encourage the younger generation to embrace Setswana and see it as something powerful, not something from the past. Our language reflects our history, but it also holds the key to the future.
I think we are making progress in Zambia. There's a growing recognition of the importance of indigenous languages, and I've seen initiatives where schools are incorporating Bemba, Nyanja, and other languages into their curriculums. I'm hopeful that as we move forward, more young people will see the value in learning their languages, not just for cultural preservation, but for social and economic opportunities as well.
I agree with all of you. In Namibia, it's been particularly important for us to reclaim our languages after the period of colonialism. We've worked hard to ensure that languages like Otjiharero are being taught in schools and used in everyday life. But it's not easy. We are fighting against the global dominance of English and Afrikaans. It's a long-term effort, but I truly believe that the preservation of our languages is tied to the preservation of our dignity.
I'd say, embrace your language. Speak it with pride, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Your language is your key to understanding who you are, where you come from, and how you connect to others.
Learn your mother tongue, even if you're fluent in English or Swahili. It's not about choosing one over the other, it's about celebrating both. You're not just speaking a language, you're speaking your heritage, your history.
Young people today have the power to reshape the future. Make your language part